Yarl Arikor greets you. Welcome back to CK3. We are finally a Yarl, so that is one big step towards the kingdom. Now, we are pretty proud of ourselves. We got this chieftain here now, which is the chieftain of Sogn. Now, in Sogn, though, we have civil unrest. Because we've taken them by force, well, get rid of the old chieftain. Well, what we have is unsafe highways. So the highways of this county are less safe than wandering through the forest at night. And the development growth is minus 20% because of that. Now, what we can do about that, we do have, by the way, a beautiful bridge there. Righto. What we can do about that is we can send one of our courts, we can send the marshal to that area. Increase control in a county. And he will then increase the, well, remove the county corruption and increases the county control that we have then over Sogn, for example. So we should be doing that, of course, to speed up the time that it takes them to, well, fully get integrated into my little Jarldom, because that's what we want. And what we still want to do now, what we still have as a big goal for ourselves is, of course, to unite the whole Jarldom here that we have, which is then the Jarldom of Westland. So that is our goal right now. So the chieftain of Rikya is missing. It's down here. And this little guy here is the chieftain of that. Right, so he looks happy too, but his wife especially, perhaps she has something in mind, who knows that, but we need to get rid of that. Now, what we have is, we do have a claim on this, and it's a good idea to show that right away. We do have now the subjugate him, which costs us the usual 250, as we can see. Declared a war on that, cost us quite a lot, but since we do have fabricated a claim, we have now the claim here, and this only costs us 63 prestige, so that is really a good deal. Problem that I can see though is that we have similar armies. So he's got 800 people, I have around, let's just see, 900. It all depends then on the skills of what we have for each other, you know, how good our army really gets. Now what I could be doing is I could create a new men-at-arms regiment. Since I do have the focus on the light footman and the bowman, let's go with another bowman. We can afford that. It's 150 prestige easily. This would raise our soldiers now. Let's also see if we get some mercenaries. Nope, all of them are busy right now except the most expensive one, but this is something I'm not going for. As we can see, those would be ideal. They're also pretty cool for just rushing to a goal, you know, just overwhelming an enemy force, but so far nothing. Now, let's have a look what else we have. We are still not endorsed by one of our courtiers. We can declare war, and we have only a few champions in our court at the moment. So this is something that we would need to improve as well. How can we do that? Well, by getting a bit more prestige, for example. Oh, and praise Freya, Ulfhildr has given birth to a perfect little daughter. Who will you become, my child, and what shall I call you? Let's call her after an ancestor, after Ulfhildr, a good Asutra name and a good Norse name. Let's go with a good, secret, a good Norseman. May you grow to be strong and wise, my daughter. And while all these things are happening, another cool thing about the map, as we can see, is that we can see what our councillors are doing. So here, for example, we have the increased development in county. Here we have the increased control in county. And here we have to fabricate the claim on the county. So we have pretty cool icons that we can see. So it makes it a lot easier to see all the things going on in my realm at the moment. While hosting lords and ladies from realms near and far, some opportunities to portray my Chancellor Gregor in a good light have presented themselves. My lord, pray tell, who is the most dignified person you have heard of? Gregor, without a doubt. And, well, me, of course. Oh, that's 75 prestige. I mean, Gregor, he loves us. Seriously, he loves us. He has 89 opinion of us. We do have a scheme still with swaying Gregor, but that I don't want to use. Let's, of course, say me, because that's 75 prestige. Prestige is way more important than one simple humble man. He's 41 and he looks like 70. So life has not been kind to him, as far as I can see. Sophia gained the trade pregnant. Very good. Is that my wife? Yeah, Sophia is my wife. I still kind of like don't know who's who, because she's my wife, obviously. Then we have the concubine Ulfhildr, and then we have my kind of like son. He looks like my girl, but still he's my son, Björn Eriksson. And what is he now? 12. It might be soon a good time to arrange a marriage. And it has become clear that Hofgodir is working to establish a false and spurious claim on the chieftain of Firda Filki. Do not think that this kind of dishonorable action will go without response. But there is a basis for claim here. Right, we do have a chance to get another claim. That is something to look out for. Let's have a look at this guy here once again. Oh, it seems like the other one died because he's certainly looking different. Or he's... Oh, he's at war right now. He's attacking Jarl Ivar, the Boneless. Where's this guy? There he is. They're fighting. And it's looking good for him, actually. He is also allied with this guy. This guy is 300 troops strong, so he's not the strongest one, plus he doesn't look very bright, to be honest. It might be a good idea to attack him, because he is attacking right now. We have a claim, we have the better army now. It would only cost me 63, and we would claim the whole objective chiefdom of Rikya. Let's go with it. There we've declared war. Let's raise the armies once again, raid all my armies. Of course, he joined as well. He's going to protect his lover. But we've got 950 soldiers, plus 5 champions, and ourselves, of course. And we are a radiating sun. Literally. Let's go down there, take his tribal village, which is kind of like his throne. And hopefully we get it quickly enough so that we demoralize him right away. There's a ship coming in right now with 168 soldiers. Is that right? Yes. I have no idea what they're doing. They can't be serious about attacking. Look at that. They cannot even progress on the siege because they're that weak. So right now, I'm not worried, at least. We have an upset baron, though. And that is Hawkro, my marshal. We've lost 30 opinion for 5 years. This happened despite your marshal's average martial skills. Combat practice. Björn, oh, very good. His prowess has been increased by 1, so he's becoming more and more a soldier like me. So he's at 6 martial skills now and 8 prowess on the right track there. And of course, the enemy's ally is joining, though I don't see anyone yet. No idea what's going on. With glee, I took Björn out playing with a bow, and to my surprise, he ran into a wounded doe. When he showed me the animal, its wounds were evidence of a slow and torturous death. Björn just smiled. Seriously? Björn? It is just an animal? He keeps the trait sadistic. What? Since when does he have the trait sadistic? Intrigue plus 2, prowess plus 4. And he would be really good at torturing people. Then show me that you could have felled an animal yourself. Oh, he loses sadistic and gains ambitious, but gets a bit of stress. That's a good one. Let's go with that. A bit of stress doesn't hurt. Perhaps he loses a few of his majestic hair, but other than that, we should be fine. With a tired yet blissful smile, Sophia presents me with a perfect little son. Who will you become? Oh, Yetvar Bersi. Sigtrid, Arngrimr, Alfgeir, Dur, Hjalmar. Oh, Hjalmar would have. Kjartan. Let's go with Kjartan. Kjartan is fine. And I think we do need to put my son under my education once again. Yes. Let's do that ourselves as well. We become the ward. That's fine. And you can unlock a new perk. We can do that now too. Let's go with the naval speed. It's the only thing for the strategist here. Let's go with the naval speed. And in that regard, take it! Because we need it. We probably will win the war right away anyway. So as soon as we have the siege progress here. There is another... Oh, yeah, he's scattering. We now control it, and look at that, we got 100% right away. Let's enforce the demands here. We gain some 20 fame, 20 prestige, and that's it. May your years be short and miserable. You are a much greater foe than I imagine. In order to put an end to this bloodshed, I will comply with your demands. Alrighty. That's it, we've taken it. And thus we have increased the size of Westland, as it's called. We are the Jarl of Westland, and yeah, another chieftain is what belongs to us now. We can now disband our army again. Oh, wait a second. Return home. No, let's send them home before we do anything else. With the taking of Yethar, as the tribe is called down here, we now increased our levy size to 1,100. So that's pretty fine, I'd say. Westland hasn't been increased. So this is now the whole Jarldom, you know. There's nothing else that belongs to this Jarldom of Westland. As we can see, it is our title. We have all the 3 chiefdoms combined under it. So I think we do get an additional bonus by that. We are the holder of it, and we can also see who is the next in line. So we get Björn, in that case our direct son, but the other ones do get a claim as well, my other siblings. And the problem is that we do have a partition right now, so that means when I die, it gets, yeah, tripled at the moment. So into 3 parts, and each one of them gets a third of it. This is pretty bad for us, you know, as a player. So we do need to do something about that as well. What can we do about that? Well, we could increase our... I still need to find the interface here from time to time. We do need to increase our tribal authority. Right now, we have the domain here that belongs to us. We can also see what is giving us what. So at the moment, only our Björgvin, our original village or chieftain, gives us something. 1.3 taxes, the rest gives us a bit of it, but we're not controlling it yet completely. Like for example, Sogn here, we're still building up the control. What we can still do now is increase our tribal authority. We do have the prestige. It costs me 246. It will lower probably the opinion of some of my vassals. But we can now imprison characters. Very important, let's pass the law. I'm powerful enough to do that. With that, we have increased our first tribal authority. It is very important for the succession. As we can see, our succession law right now is the confederate partition. Now this means all children inherit equally, as I said. We can change this to partition, so only the under partition law your titles will be divided equally between your titles, but the highest title goes to my eldest. And in that case, I still keep the highest title. This is the most important one. I cannot change it yet. Right? We do need a limited. We do need crown authority for that, the higher one. So it's a bit of time that goes until then. The only solution that I see is that we marry my daughter away, and my son probably dies in the wood, something like that, if anything happens to me. Greetings, Jarl Ariker. That is my chancellor again. And he has gotten another claim, and this time on Firda Filk. See it done. We lose 78 coin, but that's totally fine. And with that, we now have a claim on this chieftain here. So we can declare war on him, and in that case, take it on this one here. Though I think, oh, he's not that strong. We might actually rush for that as well. This belongs then the chieftain of Numdefil Tour. It's the sure part of the Duchy of Halogaland. Right, and oh, Empire of Scandinavia, of course, that is what I want to go with. But this is our next title, so this would be the first step towards it, to Helgoland. This is the big one, the chiefdom that we need. But first things first. Another thing that I would really like to do, since we do have a problem with knights and champions in our court, we should invite more champions. We also need more, as we can see, because we can actually have 7 champions right now, which is very important for our army. So let's invite a few more of them to my court. And this would cost me 150 prestige. We can afford it, though barely, but we can afford it. And at least 3 able-bodied men with 12 or more prowess will arrive as guests in your court. Send the herald. Let's do that as well. And low control of the counties, we have that. We are improving that already. And we could now declare war on quite a few people as well, still, I should say. The other thing is that happens right now is that I think someone is at war with us. Yes, here we have them, those guys. So this one has declared war on us for some reasons, or he's the ally still. Yes, that's right, he just changed a bit. That's all really. So we need to, of course, attack him. Now, in this case here, as we can see, this will be quite a battle though. What is the army here of this guy? He's got... He's got quite a good army, but let's just try it. It's barely at an advantage that we have, and in that case we could win. We could win it. We have better soldiers overall. We have the martial skill. Power. So let's just try. Oh, he's already retreating again. And we got a few champions. Let's have a look. Champion has arrived. Heralder. This guy here. Oh, he's got a good martial skill. Let's just have a look at our champions there. We have now 7 champions and Herald. Oh, he's only appeared now in court. We still need to recruit him. Let's do that. So now he belongs to us kind of, and he's now a champion. He's allowed into our forces. With such a prowess, power, beautiful, right? We could also use him then as a marshal, since our current marshal is not the best when it comes to martial skill, but he's a really good steward. Steward, we don't have the best one right now. This guy here is... Oh, he would be a pretty good marshal too. But, yeah. No, right now we don't need anyone else, right? A few more skills here or there wouldn't make it. And for my spy master, long-term wise, I would really like to go with this chieftain here as well. So we are going to find some secrets from this leader there, because what we can do here then is we could, you know, use a hook against him, for example, or we could even throw him overboard. And another thing is we could continue fabricating claims, so I think for now it's quite stretched, so I'm not going to do that. We are still going to just keep religious relations up. Gives us a bit of piety that we have. Other than that, we have the war to win, even though, yeah, they're retreating as we can see. And off they go. No idea what. Perhaps someone else is attacking him right now. Oh, I see. We got a new one. The old man died. And he is at the moment, yeah, he's defending against Chieftain Kjotve. And this, of course, is a huge problem for him. So at the moment, he has to focus somewhere else. We can now send our troops back home. And probably, oh, wait a second. We could start raiding, right? I would like to raid a bit. We haven't raided in quite some time. And raiding is our culture. Oh, he's coming back. What are you doing? Doesn't make any sense. The gift of generosity. His hair don't get more beautiful. My son and heir Björn has been impressed with one of the household champions for a very long time. What do you mean with impressed? After finally meeting in person, he has been repeating the warrior's words to himself. Give others their due and you will receive your own in turn. He keeps the trait generous. Generous is not the best one. Generous, patient. A bit more stress. How much stress do we have? No idea. I can't find it. Doesn't matter most likely. We do have the education, the learning education here trait as well. So whatever we do, it grows a bit quicker. But yeah, let's keep the generous trait for now. I have to focus on a war instead of my son. Now he's going... Oh, he's moving fast, right? And he's trying now to take this one. Playing catch and mice here. And there is the battle. We caught him in the act. Oh, he got reinforcements though. Very bad for us. We do have an advantage right now. Please. This is a big one. This is a big battle right now. It seems good for us. Alright, we have a big advantage. We have the numbers. Yes, they're running away. And as we can see... Alright, and he even died from it. Oh, my counselor died as well. 2 of my counselors died. And my ally, the combatants, have been slain. And I think... Yeah, this guy died as well. So there is another son again. So the old guy declared war on me. His son died. And now this one is trying to still win the war. Because I still cannot see any... Oh, we could offer him white peace. This one would spend some money. We would... Your allies share 75 for the prestige. What is enforced demands? Oh, he would pay me something. No, let's go with the white piece. Because I really want to get this over with. I don't want to be afraid of an attacking force all the time. I want to go some raiding there as well. And white piece has been enforced. So this guy loses quite a few things. And that's really it. Alrighty, now the problem is we do have quite the empty council. Actually only one. That's pretty good too. And Heraldr, one of my champions, he's got a good intrigue skill. He's got very good martial skills though. Let's go with Ulfhildr. Oh, that's my concubine. Let's go with her. And she continues with the secrets. Find secrets. And my wife, yeah, continues with chivalry. And I actually want another marshal. I want this guy here, Heraldr. He's perfect for it. Right, so he's a good one. Anything else happened here? No, some died. Champion has arrived. Very good. So he is now here. Increases the control of the county. That's still what we're doing for those guys. And domestic affairs, foreign affairs, we still... Oh no, actually... Yeah, let's stay with the foreign affairs there as well. Other than that, I think we are fine so far. Fabricate claim, as I said, I don't want to do that right now. Do we have a better steward perhaps? Not really by that much, so let's not do that. Alright, we still have the low control. We're not endorsed by Hofki. Why is it that all these guys here don't like me? No idea. Do we have anyone that's better? Oh, I cannot even change him. Okay. I do have a problem with my clerks. Or clerics there. Right, the beaten hound is returning home. And we can finally, hopefully, start a bit of raiding again. That's it. We got 800 people right now. They still need to, you know, recover there. My steward Toke has been wounded and his flesh has contracted foulness and swelling. If the right kind of treatment is administered and heir is merciful, he should make it. I think we don't have a court physician at the moment. That might be something. We could find someone, or we take one from ours. No. What we can do is we can appoint Hofgodi here, or Aldebert he's called. We could appoint him as court physician. He's good at learning, so that's exactly what we need. And appoint him, cost him a bit of money. He does a court physician now. That's very good, so, you know, they're tending to the wounds of my counselor. Plus, the opinion gets better there as well with him. Now, let's just check my army real quick. It is standing. We can start the raiding, and let's just go somewhere. We might actually raid the people who just... Yeah, I think this is a perfect thing. We raid them, those guys that just attacked me. Even though they got a good army. They're attacking actually down there, so they should be busy. Let's raid them. It's their own mistake, seriously. They have been unkind to us, so we return the favor. It is the year 881, by the way, so I think we're right on track for our goal to become... Oh yeah, that's good. No, is that? No. Those are not enemies, very good. Let's raid him. And there, the deed is done. 15 coin. I'm happy with that. Let's continue somewhere else. For example, this tried here. Oh, no. Okay, she lost a child. There is still a weak chieftain here, so we got 16 coins out of it. There is actually a child right now doing the job. Very weak indeed, so we might actually have a chance at it as well. The chieftain of Nidanis. It's the Jur capital and part of the Duchy of Actor and Kingdom of Norway. So there is not much, there isn't anything higher really. It's the whole thing here. And this whole thing right now is reigned by a very weak person. And if that isn't a nice coincidence, I don't know what is. We might actually go with it. He was pretty strong a while back, and now he's nothing anymore. We're going to raid a bit to weaken him further. There's 2 counties here that we can raid with a bit of money. And then we might actually have a go at it. I'm 32 by the way now, so we are still right on track. I've got a few more traits. Wrathful, temperate, impatient still. And my children are prospering. This guy, Björn, we do need to find him a spouse as well. And yeah, bunches plunder once again in the event. So ransacking the villages, some prestige especially, and boy do we need it. Right, let's continue there and see you in the next episode. Stay tuned.